Hi guys, welcome to Nothing Geek TV. Today I have Xiaomi Redmi 2 pitched against Yu Yuphoria handset. So talking about the build quality first, both the phones are plastic, but I have this metal perimeter in the Euphoria, and this is pure metal, guys. This phone got a really nice color. The back is white, and the sides are champagne gold color. So overall, the build quality of the Eureka is slightly better than what I have on the Redmi 2. When it comes to the display, both the phones have a HD display, and it's a 4.7-inch display with a small form factor on the Redmi 2, whereas it's a slightly bigger display with a big form factor on the Eureka. Now, as far as looks and feel are concerned, both the phones appear to be nice. They don't appear to be cheap. The build quality appears decent enough, and the back is not scratch prone on either of the phone. So you can go for both the phone, any of the phones in terms of build quality. But let me tell you that the edges of the Redmi 2 are curved edges, whereas these are not so much curved edges in the Eureka. So sometimes it does hurt your palm when you're holding it. They dig into the palm. So guys, the backplate of both the phones is removable. It is a plastic backplate on the Redmi 2 and a plastic backplate on Euphoria. So this is a 22 milliamp hour battery, 2200 milliamp hour battery, removable battery, two SIM card slots, one micro SD card slot, two SIM card slot, one micro SD card slot, and 2230 mAh battery on the Euphoria. So as far as the battery backup is concerned, you will get 1 day of juice with moderate usage. If you jump up to a slightly heavy usage, say you are running heavy game for a long time or using GPS for half 1 hour, then you will need to recharge both these phones in after the evening. So in terms of battery stay time, both the phones will give you a similar uptime. So friends, coming to the camera now, I have a 2 megapixel front facing camera on the Redmi 2 and a 5 megapixel front facing camera on the Euphoria. Now this is the image which I clicked, and as you can see, the image quality on the Euphoria is better. Obviously it's 5 megapixel camera, and the image quality is good on both the phones, but on the Euphoria it's giving me a more natural color and less of smoothing effect. As far as rear camera quality is concerned, I'm having 8 megapixel rear camera on both of these handsets, and this is the image click using the flash of this duck. I'll just zoom in. As you can see, I'm not getting a yellowish tinge as such on both the phones, but overall when I zoom in, it's quite a similar rear camera, I'll say. You can see the image is slightly appearing better in the Euphoria again. Let me show you another image which was taken without the flash. So this image was taken without any flash in both the phones, and image output is comparable, and overall cameras on both the phones are good enough. The Euphoria has a slightly better front facing camera as compared to the Redmi 2. Now let me do this OTG test on these devices, which one supports OTG, and I have connected this USB OTG cable. Going to the settings, I will move to the storage. No, there is no option, and the phone is not showing the pen drive. I'll connect the same OTG cable with the pen drive in the Redmi 2. Additional settings, storage. Yup, as you can see, it has detected the available 6.28 GB and total 7.48 GB. So guys, Redmi 2 does supports OTG cable, while Euphoria, pardon me, does not support OTG. Let me talk about more about the performance. So both the phones have a quad-core processor, Snapdragon 4110. But Euphoria has slight advantage in terms that it has 2 GB of RAM in it. I'll show you that better. I'll show you that via the enter to bench. So friends, as you can see, I'm having a quite similar score on both the phones. Slightly better score because the Euphoria has 2 GB of RAM, like I said earlier. Both the phones are at the bottom of the heap. No surprises, but what does the score mean for you as a user? So as a regular user who plays light to moderate games like Shark Evolution, Subway Surfer, Temple Run, Candy Crush, and uses phones for texting, WhatsApp, Facebook, sending emails, clicking images. Both the phones will work fine during the multitasking. But when it comes to heavy gaming, right-clicking, Asphalt 8, Airborne, Modern Combat 5, these are not devices meant for heavy gaming. Now let me show you the multi-touch on these handsets. So guys, Euphoria supports a 5-point multi-touch, whereas Redmi 2 supports 8-point multi-touch. Usually 5-point multi-touch is more than enough for most of your games and apps. I'll also show you which sensors both these devices support. NFC is not supported by either of these devices, so they both support a direction sensor. They both have support for gravitation sensor. They both have support for acceleration sensor. They both support light sensor, they both support e-compass, they both support proximity, then gyro is also supported, and linear acceleration and rotation vector is supported. So both these phones are pretty much similar when it comes to performance, sensors and stuff, but since these are similar, and if you want to go for extra 1 GB, you are getting total 2 GB of in Euphoria. It's better to opt for Euphoria over the 1 GB Redmi 2. Moving on to the battery front, I have already talked about camera, I have already talked about. So guys, overall both these phones are nice devices. You should opt for Redmi 2 only when you want a phone with a small form factor. The display is good, the touch is good, and it can be easily operated via one hand. Uh, Go for Euphoria if you want a slightly much premium look, because this gold medal is really nice. And if you want a nice camera, nice look, Corning Gorilla Glass protection, go for Euphoria. But do keep this thing in mind that this UI of and the icons on the phone due to the cyanogen skin present on this is pretty jazzy. It's kind of a different look. Might not appeal to all, but overall a decent device. So thanks for watching the video. If you have any queries, kindly use the comment section below. I'll answer your questions personally. Have a great day.